Welcome back to Lax Rats TV. Joining me today is Coulter Mackesy, obviously gearing up for a big weekend, homecoming weekend in Boston, a little doubleheader. Colt, how you feeling? You excited or what?
Yeah, boys can't wait. Obviously, a lot on the line, and first time we get to play in front of our home crowd. But coach and a few of the players kind of mentioned it that it's just kind of stay under our helmet and just worry about ourselves, and I think the rest will take care of itself.
Fuck yeah, dude. I know like I've been to plenty of Cannons games throughout my life at Harvard at the local at the Coliseum, but obviously a great crowd in Boston, one of the better fan bases in lacrosse. I think at least from my perspective, it feels like the team sort of emulates that passion and that love for the team and for the game. I guess like what has your experience been like with this team? Obviously, the Cannons are such a good mix of like vets and young guys. We've seen a bunch of stuff about obviously you and Will Manny like finally getting to play together too. How's that leadership been helping you make that adjustment to the PLL?
Yeah, I honestly felt it like day one, like right after I got drafted. Tons of guys texted me, and then and then it kind of rolled into training camp where I showed up like with the rest of the rookies, and we just felt comfortable in like day one. So a lot of credit to the older guys for making us, you know, feel part of the team so quickly, and because we all have one goal in mind, and that's
Yeah.
to play on the last day, and yeah, I give tons of credit to those older guys. It's great. It's been awesome to hear a lot of their stories too about life in the MLL and all the crazy stuff that's kind of been a pro lacrosse career the past 10 to 15 years. So I've just been super grateful and still, fanboying a little bit
Yeah,
every
dude.
time I walk into the locker room because, playing with some living legends is a blast.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I imagine it's hard not to. I'd be doing the same. But what obviously like we had like Coach Mitch obviously was a part of the Cannons for a while. What have are the principles? Do you find that they're similar to how or at least how we used to run our offense at Princeton? Or is it, do you think how are they different? How are they similar and different, I guess? Because I feel like when I watch you guys play,
Yeah.
I do see a lot of similarities with
Yeah,
us.
I'd say the big um principles are something we try to do every day, and it's like good ball movement, good spacing. Um, a lot of it's transition stuff, right? Shot
Yeah.
clock's so short that a lot of offenses 5v5, they might be playing with a defensive personnel on the field. So it's a big adjustment from college, but yeah, I think a lot of the same principles we practice at Princeton are huge. Because it's easy to get shots off, I'd say.
Yeah.
It's just about getting the right ones. And that comes from ball movement, spacing, and just sharing the rock, and also just having a egoless mindset, right? Every guy on our team was a ball dominant player, whether it's in college or in the past in the pros, and it's just about recognizing that it takes all six of us to get the best opportunity, and that might mean some guys, taking a more off ball role. Um, so yeah, it's been great. You know, playing with a lot of studs, so kind of just let them do the work and try to find pockets where I can contribute.
Yeah. 100, like you think I know I've talked this with plenty of the Princeton guys before, but like the concept of like letting the game come to you versus like inserting yourself in the game. Do you find yourself more kind of letting it come to you?
I'd say I don't know. It's honestly different now that last game I ran out of the box, and
Yeah.
it's a much different dynamic than I think playing attack because you can kind of let the game come to you in the transition aspect of it, which I feel happens a ton early on in games. Everyone's so like the energy's so high and like everyone's trying to go out flying 100 miles an hour, and you'll get some of those opportunities early on as an attackman. But for me as a midfielder, I think that first time I touched the ball, it was settled offense, and I was like, all right, I got to go to the rack. I got to like assert myself. So I think it varies kind of with the pace of the game, but that's just something you gotta read as a player, right? You can't take any unnecessary shots if you feel like you're not, you know, producing like you should. Like you just gotta trust the offense and trust your role.
Yeah, 100%. That kind of like leads me into the whole like I know obviously like you take your role super professionally, which I've always admired about you, but like I feel like you've always had an interest in like the mental side of the game and like being a high performer. And how is that like how has that played itself in the pros? And how is that different? Obviously, I feel like one of the harder parts about being a pro, especially coming right off of college, is that you're not with the guys every day. You're not in the locker room. Like it's probably way harder to build chem, honestly. So what's that like? What steps, I guess, do you take like mentally and with your teammates in terms of trying to build, that one mindset together?
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of it, came at training camp. You have like a 1 week sprint where you're trying to learn every guy's tendencies, meet everyone, build chemistry on and off the field. And meanwhile, you're, having two practices a day, you're scrimmaging, um, you're eating shitty food and, it feels like you're at summer camp, but like
Yeah,
that, it
are
was,
you just are you eating at the Albany dining halls?
yeah, it was fine, but it's no canon. Um, But yeah, it's kind of this 1 week sprint and, having graduation and the tour on, I missed a big chunk of it. So I kind of had to, you know, pick up or at least gain some lost time back through
Yeah,
just like the practices before games and like the short time we had together. So I always just tried to stay present and like spend as much time with the guys as possible and spend as much time on the field with them as possible at like picking their brain and talking about ways like we can work together. Um, and like same goes for during the week. Obviously, we're separated, but we have film during the week. We talk a ton in our group chat. Like we have a Connor Curse has this mantra called "Pay the Man," which basically just means put in the work every day. It's like so we
yeah,
have our group chats always firing with guys working out and getting shots up. So that's definitely motivating. And for me, it's just been different not practicing every day. It feels, my body definitely feels better than I thought it would. I get
yeah,
to focus more on, you know, getting getting healthy and staying in shape and, just feeling 100%, unlike college where it's, you're banging heads till pretty hard till Wednesday and Thursday. So
yeah,
it's been great for me. I definitely love, you know, hopefully one day it gets to that point where we're practicing every day. But for now, it's been a great
yeah,
adjustment for me.
yeah. That's definitely the goal.
Yeah.
What so are you like? I find like a lot of people say like it's like a young man's league. And I think like a big part of that has to do with like every year I feel like, or at least the last couple of years, you've had rookies make such a big impact. I feel like that's got to be attributed to like having that regimented schedule in college, and they kind of come right in, like kind of like in midseason form, you know. Um, and then like on the other side, you see guys who like a couple years in maybe are losing that schedule, and they've never like you've never really for the past 4 or 5 years you've had someone laying everything out for you like this is how you like we're lifting this day, we're practicing this day, and then you're just kind of like it's like built-in work, I guess. Um, so have you like had to like really focus on what your schedule is going to be? Because I know this is something that obviously you want to do for a long time. Like what's like how are you staying consistent? Do you have your own like are you going to a gym? Are you getting reps with guys? Um, yeah, I guess like how are you staying sharp?
Yeah, I think it's almost not about staying like sharp. I think it's more just about staying as fresh as I can be.
Yeah,
Like I have been playing for whatever 9 months straight, but I think the biggest thing for me is having my body fully ready and mentally fully ready. And then, during the week, it's like get shots up whenever I can and like just try to stay like or feel like I'm like basically maximizing my confidence is probably my
Yeah.
biggest, but that might change how I do that. That doesn't mean I'm going to go out and, do 1,000 sprints and take 1,000 shots every day. It might mean like I'll rest today and like get my body ready. Because that's been, the biggest thing for me, I think, is just staying healthy and staying fresh for every week.
Yeah, totally. I mean, it's a fucking gauntlet, dude. 9 months straight is ridiculous.
No,
Um,
yeah, it's a dream.
yeah, I mean, I guess on those off days, you're probably stringing a ton. I want to hear a little bit about Tiger strings, dude.
Yeah, dude, it's been fun. We got a we got a
Wait,
TLN
how
video
did,
dropping soon.
are you serious?
Yeah, which should
Wait,
be pretty cool.
how did wait, like, give me a sneak peek. What do you mean? Like,
It's like a
what about,
little behind the scenes video. We shot it in my bedroom, showed some a string in, a little Q&A, and then we went down to the field, brought like 5 sticks that like kind of mean something throughout my career.
dude, that's
And
awesome.
shot with them.
That's
Yeah, it
sick.
should be it's cool. It's dropping hopefully the next few weeks. But Tiger Strings is good. It's slowing down a bit just because summer season's coming to an end for
Yeah.
like the kids, but it's been fun. We're gonna ramp it back up once school starts. Start, you know, getting back on the Instagram
Yeah.
and maybe
Was
get some Princeton guys involved if your stringing skills are good enough.
I'm stringing one for Bernsey right now. I was stringing it right before this call because he said, um, but what's going on with the Cusa strings and Duke strings? Like what happened there?
Yeah, yeah, I think well, I reached out to them, big fan of their work, obviously. But I just wanted the opportunity to offer more guys, right? So they
Yeah,
like the Duke guys strings for all the Duke guys, Brennan, Andrew, and then Syracuse or Cuse guy who's Tucker Kellogg strings for, Sammy English, Joey Spallina, Owen Hiltz, guys like that. And I just want to give kids the chance to buy more pockets of
yeah,
their favorite players.
100%. I mean,
So
I guess for people that don't know anything about Tiger strings, the concept is like, well, it's I mean, obviously a streaming service, but like being able to just let people try out like high quality pockets that different guys use. Obviously, people play with a bunch of different play styles and kind of see what fits them, right?
yeah, exactly. I think that was my. You'll see more about it in the mini documentary, but that was
Yeah.
my first love as a lacrosse kid was stringing, and I like it was my dream to like string a guy's stick that I looked up to. So
Yeah.
it's kind of coming
That's
to
sweet. Are you stringing for the team, for the Kansas guys?
yeah. I got a string one for Apple and Keelty today. So I
Ew,
just
dude.
strung one for Ramsey.
Hell yeah, dude.
So
What
some are more particular than others, but
yeah. What
D
what
guys are usually just
pretty
say
chill.
put mesh in it.
What what did your because obviously you used what L3, obviously we're STX and Nike. You have to change
Yeah.
that when you go to like what are you using now?
Yeah, we can't use the L3 unfortunately. Um, but I tried the Surgeon for a bit and liked it, and then I just switched to the Tactic um,
Okay.
for purposes trying to secure some
Yeah. I feel you. I feel you. I
little
mean,
extra
you
dinner on the weekend.
um, because what Asher's Maverick, right? But then Holman's STX.
Yeah, Will, Marcus, Ethan Rawls, a new STX athlete, and then Asher, Matt Campbell are both Maverick.
Yeah.
Drenner's ECD. Apple is Gate.
He's gate. I did not know. Does he use
Yeah.
does he use the gate D head?
Yeah, he uses like the one with
The
like
weird
this
ass one, yeah.
scoop. Yeah.
Um, all right. Well, I've got a couple lax ratty questions that I wanted to ask that I ask everyone. So I want your Mount Rushmore, so your top four most influential lacrosse players on your career.
All right. Um, I go Lyle.
Everyone says Lyle. He's a universal, dude.
Yeah, it's universal. Matt Kavanaugh.
Ooh, I see that for sure. That makes sense.
Um, Probably Connor Fields, another
I
lefty.
was not expecting that. Yeah. He's one of mine.
Yeah, I'm very biased towards lefties. And then I'll say like when I was a kid, Billy Bitter, another
Really? Okay.
another lefty. I loved UNC as a kid.
Yeah.
So hit like I would throw Joey Sankey as my
hmm
fifth Mount Rushmore.
all right. Now give me hardest cover and hardest score of your career.
Hardest, what does scorer mean?
Like goalie. Like
Oh,
hardest
goalie.
dude to score on. Yeah.
Um, can I say like a angry Jack Stahl
Dude, Angry
and
Jack
then a
Stahl is terrifying.
unfazed Ryan Craddock?
Not an unfazed Ryan Craddock. Crod, the most demoralizing thing is when Crod flips left-handed. That's my least favorite goalie in the country, I think.
Actually, yeah, just like a locked in Craddock.
A cone drill Craddock.
Yeah. Or like I don't know. What's like a, who's just like nasty in like practice?
Dude,
Who's like
Ben
who's like
Church,
a
dude?
Princeton defender you just like never want to go against in practice?
Okay, so Jake Stabner used to
Yeah.
just eat my wrists alive. Cahal, I would get a Cahal Roberts would like give me a concussion every other time.
Yeah, he's
Um,
a takeaway artist.
no, but my pri I think
I honestly haven't. I
the
don't think
most
I beat Spieth since like I don't think I beat him since like
did you put yeah because
sophomore year of
you
high school or junior year of high school.
we got another speech coming next year, but I think the most demoralizing cover I think I've had was when I was a freshman. I remember this was when I was playing attack, and like the first time I really dodged a short stick, like in a long time, was Bo Pedersen.
So
He's
yeah,
just bigger than me,
not a
faster than
short.
me,
Not your
stronger than
average
me.
short sticks.
Yeah, no, that was not fun. But wait, so you guys have California this weekend, and wait, who's the second one?
Whip snakes.
The Whip Snakes. Fuck yeah, dude. Those would be great games.
Yeah, it's
All
got me
right.
fired up. Lots on the line.
Yeah, dude. I mean, playoffs, everything's there to gain, everything's there to lose.
Playoffs,
So,
champ series.
what do you guys, what do you want to work? Like, what's the next, what are you guys talking about for like the next thing to work on as an offense? Like, what do you want to, what haven't you put, what puzzle piece haven't you put together yet? That's the next one.
I think just playing a full 48. We've put like awesome stretches together. Um, like against the Water Dogs, I think we put up 10 or 11 in the first half,
Yeah.
and then we came out really slow in the third, and then lost the fourth quarter 4-0. So it's stuff like that where you can't give teams any hope of getting back into games.
Yeah.
And I think that goes across the board. We just got to play a full 48 with no penalties, limit unforced turnovers, limit bad shot selection. Um, just a lot of stuff we can correct, which is the great part of it. Um, so
Yeah.
yeah, I'm super excited. I think lots still. We haven't shown our best 48 yet, but I think last game was our closest to it. So
Yeah.
felt
100%.
good.
That was a great game. I mean, it was, what's it like playing at like 10:30?
I'm like,
Like,
dude,
were you
that's
like,
honestly
were you ripping
the
like caffeine
craziest.
pregame?
Yeah, for
I mean, you
sure.
probably weren't asleep till like, because
I mean,
you're,
I think I went to bed at 3 and then I had my flight. I had to wake up for my flight at 6. So
Oh my gosh, dude.
that's the kind of travel realities of the
Yeah,
league, but it's super fun. But yeah, I think but travel that's been my like biggest, the most fun part for me is going to cities I've never been to, and playing
100%.
lacrosse. But Denver was a great crowd. There were some guys heckling us all game. Like we're every city we go to, it's Boston, so
Yeah,
we're not very well liked. But that's fun. It gives us a little extra fuel.
dude, I welcome to Title Town, dude. You got if you're
Yeah.
you gotta be winning if you're a Boston team. So
Yeah, we'll
hopefully
see.
hopefully we'll get you guys in market soon enough, and you'll become a Boston guy through and through.
I wear my Eli Manning jersey.
Absolutely not. That doesn't fly. Not at all.
The,
All right.
the daddy of Boston.
All right. All right. All right. Tom Brady's birthday yesterday, 7 rings. So all right. Well, thanks for joining, Colt. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll catch you next time.